Good morning. I decided I was going to try to attempt to make my first YouTube video, and it's going to involve not makeup. I'm just getting myself ready for work. And then I'm going to go down and have myself a bulletproof coffee. Yes, I am on the ketogenic diet, and it's changed my life. Am I ever going to stop doing it? No. When I discovered keto, it was when I was in a camper, having to be away from my family for 10 whole days to have chemo radiation. And within that time, within those 10 days, I had a lot of time to just think. And my health was not in the best shape. And so I was like, I don't want to live my life like this. I want to be able to be with my kids and have the energy like I used to have, and be able to just do normal mom things and not be strapped pretty much to a bed all day long because of the pain of how it was excruciating and I wasn't able to move. My doctors were not able to let me know what was the problem. And so I had a lot of tests done. They thought I had MS. Came back I had fibromyalgia. It got to the point where I was so bad that I was literally walking, holding on to things because I was not able to walk straight. I had headaches that would literally put me down into the fetal position, and they couldn't explain to me why. They thought I had hydrocephalus as well. I think that's how you say it. And they thought I had extra spinal fluid going on. They did spinal tabs, and everything was coming back fine. So they were just like, they don't understand why I am having all of these issues. I mean, long story short, my body was pretty much falling apart on me, and there was nothing that I was able to do to fix it. And the doctors were just trying to give me medicine, and I'm like, medicine is just a temporary relief. I was like, what's gonna happen when the medicine wears off? I said, I don't want to rely on medication to make me feel better. I need to get down to the real reason as to what's going on. So if I actually back up a little bit to give you just a little story here, in 2015 I had a mini stroke, is what they call it. And with that mini stroke, they found out that I had a blood clot in the back of my head. And they asked me, did I have any head trauma, anything like that? And I'm like, obviously, no, I did not have any falls. Nothing like that. And so they put me on a blood thinner. Fast forward, I got pregnant with my daughter. And they're like, you need to do the Lovenox shots in my belly. So it was pretty painful. Then the headaches were coming back, and I was starting to get really, really dizzy. I had my daughter, everything was fine. And then I got pregnant with my son. And that's when everything changed. Everything changed the moment when I found out I was pregnant with my son. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer when I found out I was pregnant, and it was such a rare thyroid cancer that they said that they needed to do like almost like immediate surgery, and I'm like, not happening, no. So I postponed it until I was in my second trimester, and then they removed the tumors. I had 3 of them. They grew to the size of 3 centimeters apiece in the left side of my neck. And then they were telling me once it was removed, there could be complications as far as my losing my voice, and I did. Lucky me. I lost them. They cut into my vocal cords, and they severed them. So I had to go to therapy for that. And so I lost my voice in December 2017. And I didn't get my voice back until late April 2018. So like right before I had him. After I had him, crazy, I was not able to breathe when I was sent home. It was like 2 weeks later. I'm having a lot of chest pains, and it would hurt to take a breath in and take a breath out. And so I'm like, something's wrong. I need to go to the hospital. Something's wrong. So my husband took me, and they did a whole bunch of tests on me. Oh, you have pneumonia in your chest. And I said, I've had pneumonia before in my chest, and this does not feel like I've got pneumonia in my chest. So then they did another test on me. It was CT scans and things like that. And they were just like, oh, the doctor was really, really, really awful. They come back in and they're just like, oh, you have blood clots in your lungs. And I'm just like, really? And then they walk out the door. And they immediately admit me in, start giving me blood thinners. And now I have to wear this handy dandy little bracelet here, letting everybody know that I am on a blood thinner for the rest of my life. As well as when they remove my thyroid, I am on a thyroid medication. So after I have all of that done, there's nothing much more that they can do. They put me on blood thinners. My body just starts falling apart. I mean, just one thing after another. My gallbladder starts going out on me, so I have to have that removed. I start having heart problems, and mind you, I'm not that big of a person, and I wasn't severely overweight. So that wasn't a really big of like a factor for me, and my doctors weren't concerned at all. They were more concerned of me not putting on enough weight because I was on the thyroid medication, but that didn't have any effect on me. Not until, let's see, July, when I started having all these complications going on, and I was with my walker again, you know. I started my chemotherapy, and so now I got you up to speed here on my little history, but I can go into more detail in another video. I just kind of want to give you like the basics of how I started my journey in the keto lifestyle and why I continue to do it, because as you can see, I am up, moving around, acting like a normal person. I feel like I'm 21 all over again. But I'm able to be the mom that, you know, I always seen myself to be. And I'm a mom of 6 children. Yes, 6. They're mine. I have 4 girls and I have 2 boys. And that was the motivation that pushed me to make my health better. And I would read and read and read and read when I was in the camper. And I just said, okay, I'm going to start this, and I'm going to see if this makes any changes. Because when I was reading on it, it was saying how it has helped people with diabetes. It has helped people with cancers. It's helped people with fibromyalgia, just all of my symptoms of what I was going through. It was showing me benefits that, hey, you know, this might work for me. And I really wasn't doing it for the weight loss. I was more doing it for the health benefit side. But once I started, it was a little hard to get going just because I didn't know what I was doing. But as soon as I got started, I just kept reading and doing my research, and I didn't stop. And I started, my weight was at about 190 when I started on July 4th of this year. And now we're currently, this December 4th? Let me see, we're at December 4th, so 5 months, and I'm already down to 137 last time I got on the scale. The scale is not your friend, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. I don't like to step on that thing, and I like to bury it because I'm the type that wants to stand on it like all the time to make sure I'm seeing my progress. But there's more to it than just losing the weight for me. I'm really sticking to it for the health benefits, because if I don't stick to it, I feel it. I feel it the next day. And I'm like down for the day. It's no fun at all. So, I mean, I really want to start this YouTube so that way I can, you know, show you guys that you can make time for it. It's not all that time consuming. It's not all that hard. I have 6 kids. I'm still able to do it. I work full time. I'm a full-time online student as well. I mean, I've got a lot going on, and I'm still able to keep with my keto and my intermittent fasting as well. But that's another video that I will get into. I'm going to continue to get ready for work here, and if you guys like this material, then give it a like. If not, then that's okay too. I mean, it's not everyone's cup of tea. But this is mainly to get across that you can be a mom and be multitasking at the same time and still stick to the ketogenic diet and lose weight at the same time. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.